Hey, welcome back, and in today's video, this is probably the most active I've been on my YouTube channel in over a year, I would think. This is 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th upload in a row, which is pretty crazy. Are we going back to daily uploads? I didn't mean to, but it looks like there's a possibility. Now, today's video, there have been some updates with the Jake Paul situation. Floyd Mayweather has responded. He's made some input, so a lot of people are talking about this. Now, when I first started this story, I was probably the only, if not one of the only people that was talking about this situation. I do have to say that these are that need to be investigated by the proper authorities. That being said, and if you're unfamiliar, in the first video I did on this, we Googled Jake Paul and nobody was covering it. Now everybody's covering it. ESPN's covering it. MMA Fighting is covering it. Fox News, Yahoo, all of a sudden Yahoo. So, like, we broke this story before any of these news outlets were covering it, and which blew my mind, because one of my biggest criticisms about this was this needs to be talked about. Like, it needs to be treated as serious as the crime that is being presented. Yesterday, I released a video talking about the proper way that you should respond when somebody comes out with their story, meaning that you don't call them a liar like some people are doing. I tweeted saying Justine Paradise responds to Keemstar's comments about her coming out about Jake Paul. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, Keemstar said,
"Now, how does that happen? I like, what? Wouldn't she have to open her mouth and, like, participate in some way?"
Keemstar really said you can't be, because all you have to do is turn your head away. Guess no one would be if they just closed their legs, right? Now, Keemstar did come out and call Justine a liar straight out the gate.
I don't understand the physics here. Like, I don't understand how that's possible. Like, why? Like, can't you get away? Is there really no way to get away? Is there really no way to just close your mouth, like, and just not let the enter your mouth? Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe this story at all.
Justine responded to Keemstar on her TikTok page saying this.
I don't understand how that's possible. Like, why? Like, can't you?
Are you kidding me? This man is not just simply saying that he doesn't believe me. He is saying that it is not possible to be as... Are you kidding me? Not having consent is not having consent. This logic is like saying, well, you can't be because you have to open your legs for that. I have been messaged by so many girls saying that they went through the same exact thing of a YouTuber forcing themselves on them, but this person is saying it's not possible. Not possible. Okay. Is Jake forcing you to say this, or do you genuinely not understand how consent works?
In response to this, Keemstar quote tweeted saying, Jake Paul accuser has put me in a new video claiming I said it was impossible to be. This is false. I never made such a statement. I have notified my legal team. One Twitter user says, Keem, you kinda did though. In addition to this, it came out on Fox News that Jake Paul responded through his attorneys about these things that were being accused of him. Our client is well aware of the recent against him, Paul's attorney Daniel E. Gardenswartz told Fox News on Tuesday. While others have been trying to debunk the claims against him, our client categorically denies this and has every intention of aggressively disproving it and pursuing legal action against those responsible for the defamation of his character. Our client believes that any false diminish the credibility of those who have truly been survivors of this type of misconduct. About 5 hours later, Jake Paul responded on his Twitter saying this. SA accusations aren't something that I or anyone should ever take lightly, but to be crystal clear, this claim made against me is 100% false. Not only have I never made any type of relationship with this individual, but this claim is solely a manufactured accusation and a blatant attempt for attention during a highly visible fight week. Make no mistake, I plan on pursuing this defamation of character case to the fullest extent of the law. There are irreparable damages from these type of accusations, and more importantly, false accusations of this nature diminish those who have truly been of misconduct. Again, this individual is directly using the attention from her social media posts and video to promote her content website, an Amazon shopping list designed for people to buy her gifts. These come conveniently for her almost 2 years after the incident and the week of my fight, of course. At this time of her story, I was in a relationship, and as someone who is a mama's boy growing up, I respect women and mothers more than anything. I most certainly have never laid a finger on a girl without their consent. I will fight this to the end to prove my innocence. This isn't the first preposterous made against me in my career, and it most likely won't be the last. As someone who has lived in the spotlight since the age 16, dealing with liars, fake news, and false accusations, unfortunately, it's part of this job. I won't back down from it, and years from now, my character as an individual will show and shine through these dark moments. There's a couple different things I want to point out about this. Highlighted in pink, you can see that he says that he respects women, but then at the same time, he's bringing up the fact that she is a... Which honestly, this was brought up to prove that she was using this for some kind of clout, which I don't think that's something that... I think that is something that could have been left out. He could have said that this is 100% false without dragging her through the mud and all workers with her. Just because she does this type of work doesn't mean that she's trying to do this for clout. This is what she does on her Twitter. These posts have been here before, long before, and will probably be there after because that's a source of her income. In response to somebody saying that he didn't say anything negative about this type of work, to be fair, I said yes, he was stating it in a way to provide evidence of her using for clout. Her being a worker should have no bearing on anything because this type of talk puts stigma on everyone in this type of work because they literally are all promoting their content. Just to point a couple things out, Jake made it seem like this girl was like really just, this is what she was doing. She was promoting everything. She was promoting her Amazon wish list, and it was specifically because of Fight Week. I'm going to show you that's not true. But in fact, the only time that she says anything about her Amazon wish list is February 12th. In response to a tweet, was hoping you had a wish list for Valentine's Day. Hope you have a happy one. In response to somebody asking her if she had one in February. Also needs to be pointed out that she does have an OnlyFans, and she promotes her OnlyFans just as well as any other girl that has, any other person that has an OnlyFans. So no, this is not her. She's not promoting anything specific just because of Fight Week. Interestingly enough, she also tweets, apparently TikTok is putting people's videos under review if they try to defend me. The next part in green here, I do want to point this out, is the fact that he says this couldn't have happened because he was in a relationship at the time. He has been in several different scandals with accusations of cheating throughout the years. Once with IG model Nikki Banner, who I've personally spoken with and heard firsthand the story. Everybody knows about the between him and Alyssa Violet, and that's just a couple. In addition to this, Floyd Mayweather commented on the Jake Paul situation. So this is majorly being talked about now, of course. He said, the kid is so thirsty, he harassed a minor. Some people don't understand the word no. He must don't know they're locking everybody up quick for stuff like this. And I do want to point out that Justine Paradise is absolutely not a minor and was 24 years old. I do feel like that is a pretty big mishap of words there and could open Floyd Mayweather up to a pretty big lawsuit from Jake Paul. But there's a possibility Floyd, nicknamed Money Mayweather, probably doesn't care about that. Now, I do want to say, since there's been a lot of talk of falsified stories, that it is very important to note that this is absolutely not common. And one study found it as low as 2 and 10% of stories that have been presented. Now, again, in the pinned comment, I'm going to give you guys a list of facts and statistics about false stories and different things like that, because I think that's very important about this. And it's also important to state that this is and the definition of that is... Now, my main purpose for making these videos and covering this story is so that it is pushed into the light more and so that there is an official investigation into this type of thing, and to make sure that no one else goes through these things regardless what the turn of events could be in the end. But I feel like it's very important to talk about this. Now, I do want to know your guys' thoughts on this. We have been doing a fundraiser for RAIN to help survivors in situations like this. If you're on desktop, it will be to the right. If you're on mobile, it will be at the bottom. Read through that, consider donating. Even if you don't have that much, you could just put other and then click $1. And if you have a YouTube account, you're already set up anyways. So that being said, and as interesting as this is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it, I want to know what you think. So just go ahead and leave your creative or interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. It's kind of weird that I'm uploading this much. Not usually when I haven't been doing that, but it does feel good to be back. I feel like I'm getting in a flow, like a rhythm, but I'm not used to it. So I don't know how long this will keep up, because I did want to cover something else. I was looking into the Danielle Bregoli bad baby stuff. I was considering covering that with the Dr. Phil and everything. But there's other topics that I was wanting to talk about. And if there's something that you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comment section below. Positivity Turtles in the chat for topics like this. And also, where's my engagement squad? Engagement helps people know that the video is something that the algorithm wants to push out. So if you go down there, slap a turtle, engagement squad, hashtag engagement squad, it helps the video be pushed out through YouTube. Appreciate it. And other than that, we do have the Repzilla team jerseys that are going to come out very soon. There's a form in the pinned comment, so you can let me know your size and your email, so I'll know how many to order on the next shipment that comes through, because they're currently sold out. Just know that you're repping, and if you're not repping, you're Greg. And how you do that, all you gotta do is subscribe, notifications turned on. Be in the comment section after every single video, because I'm going to be there. Greg the Cat's going to be there, and the rest of the Repzilla community as well. And I expect to see you there too, because this channel loves you.